Chef Dez coming at you from my kitchen again, corporate chef of BC Egg. Today we're gonna make a breakfast mac and cheese. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. I like to call it a bacon and egg mac and cheese because I think it's great any time of the day, not just for breakfast. Let me show you how easy this is. First, we're gonna start off by buttering a 9x13 baking dish. I have a couple teaspoons of butter here, and I'm just gonna make sure that the whole thing is coated. You can use a paper towel if you want instead of your fingers, it's up to you. I have my oven preheated at 350 degrees, and we're gonna move over to the stovetop. Okay, we're gonna take a large pan, and I have 300 grams of bacon slices that I've cut up in little pieces, and we're just gonna cook that up until it's crisp. Now that our bacon is crisp, we're gonna take it out and put it in a bowl that's lined with paper towel so it can absorb the last of the bacon fat. That will help keep the bacon nice and crisp. And I'm just using a slotted spoon to take out the bacon pieces, and we'll just reserve that bacon for the end of the dish. I also wanna reserve 3 tablespoons of the bacon fat, and I'll show you later what we'll do with that. 454 grams of dry macaroni going in the boiling salted water. And we're gonna cook that until it's just underdone. It's gonna finish cooking completely when we put it in the oven. Going back to the large pan, we're gonna put on medium heat. With the last part of that bacon fat, we're going to add onion and bell pepper. And we're gonna cook that for about 2 minutes until the onion is soft. Once the onion's soft, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of chopped fresh parsley and a 1/2 block of cream cheese. That's 125 grams. And at this point, we're just gonna break it up and get that cream cheese melted and spread throughout the vegetables. Once that cream cheese is melted, I'm gonna add 2 cups of milk, 1 cup of whipping cream, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. We're just gonna stir that in. Then we're gonna add 3 cups of grated cheddar cheese, and I have a great tip here for you. Whenever you're making a cheese sauce and you're adding grated cheese, make sure you turn the heat down to low, and that will help to keep the cheese from separating. And we're just gonna stir in the cheese until it's melted on that low heat. Now that my macaroni is just underdone, I'm gonna drain it. Now that the cheese is melted, we're gonna add the macaroni, shut off the heat, and stir it in. At this point, season to taste with some salt and some pepper. Let's go back to the countertop and finish this off. We're gonna take this mixture now and put it in our prepared casserole dish. Don't worry that it's that soupy because the macaroni is going to absorb all that liquid in the oven. At this point, you have a decision to make. You can either put 6 eggs on top or 8 eggs on top, depending if you want 6 larger portions or 8 smaller portions. But don't forget, every single large BC egg has 14 key nutrients, all 9 essential amino acids, over 6 grams of the highest quality protein you can get. And 1 large egg, it's only 80 calories. So I'm gonna go 6. I want 6 larger portions. And I'm just gonna break them on top of the mac and cheese. Then remember that reserved crisp bacon, we're gonna put that on top. This is gonna make bacon and eggs, but more gourmet. Then with that reserved 3 tablespoons of bacon fat, we're gonna add it to 3/4 of a cup of panko breadcrumbs and just mix that up. And then just sprinkle that on top too. I try and do it in between the eggs and around the eggs and not cover the beautiful yolks. And then optional, some fresh cracked pepper on top, just to go on top of the eggs, and optional, a little bit more salt if you want to on top. We're gonna take this, put it in the oven, bake it at that 350 degrees for about 16 to 18 minutes, depending on how runny you like your yolks. We're waiting for the eggs to set up. If you want your yolks firmer, just go a little bit more time than that. Look at how beautiful this mac and cheese is. Amazing. You can see that the yolks are still runny, just how I like it. Now comes my favorite part. And you'll see that all that liquid has been absorbed by the macaroni and has become a great cheese sauce in there. Here we go. That is so good. I love the extra crispy bits of bacon on the top. Goes perfectly with those BC eggs. Make sure you're checking out the website at bcegg.com for this recipe and a whole bunch of other great recipes, tips and tricks. And this is Chef Dez signing out. Where are you getting your protein from?